ourselves through the Psalms that we began. Feels like long, long ago. And today is March 4th, 2021. Almost a year since everything closed down. For us, it was the second week in March. Kind of got the message that it was serious, so we're looking at a year. And this psalm, is kind of curious for today because, it's one of these psalms in the 15 Psalms of Ascent. This is the fifth one. Psalm 124 started with 120. And each one, is in Shir HaMa'alot, a song of ascents, a song that is meant to lift us to more awareness, maybe. And, this psalm, it's interesting that it comes now, as I said, because it's about averting disaster. We've plenty of psalms that have talked about the disasters we've been through, but this one says, look at the times that you've been delivered. Look at the times that things could have been worse. Hard to imagine. But I guess that's another spiritual exercise to look at the times that could be worse. So let's offer either a song or are you ready for a Mishaberach, a healing
Song
prayer?
Of Ascents.
Song of Ascents.
Oh, David.
David.
If it weren't for God, well, let us all say it. They would have swallowed us up alive.
Yep.
When they came after us, then the waters of river would have washed us away. Over our soul, then over our soul in the waters, over our soul in the waters. Blessed is God who did not leave us like prey for their teeth.
Really?
Like a bird, like a bird, like a bird, like doves. These songs of ascent. So our eyes be gracious. Be gracious, God, till we are full, satisfied in our souls, satisfied in our soul.
Without being complacent.
Scorn of the fortunate ones who give contempt for the proud, for the doves, for the doves, for the doves. These songs of ascents. For the birds, for the doves, for the birds, these songs of ascent.
Yesterday we spoke about the doves, but that wasn't the first time. Remember the psalm that spoke about the wings of a dove? If I had the wings of a dove, I would fly away. I would fly away. Remember that one? But yesterday it was the doves. It was the doves.
Oh, do.
So here's the path. Find your gratitude.
Kiru.
Say it out loud.
Shiru, shiru.
Sing it and swing it.
Sichu.
Talk, and more talk.
Hallelujah.
And then find a way to praise.
Dear Shu.
Oh, use your mind. Take it apart. Figure it out.
Zichru.
And then you will remember
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
That's the word.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Don't say it until you're ready, I think. That's the path we're on, I think. To be ready to say that word. And not to say it if you're not ready.
כי זכר את דבר קודשו.
It takes remembering just to be able to speak that holy word.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Not just the Hallel part, the praise part, but the Yah part, the God part, right? Find your gratitude, say it out loud, sing it and swing it. Talk. Gotta talk about it. You gotta talk about it. It's hard, but we gotta talk about it. And then we gotta praise. Pick it apart. And then rewrite the story. Rewrite the story like a midrash. And then you will remember that it is your story. And whatever story it is, you gotta find a way to praise. Or you'll just be too sad. So let us offer a Misha Berach, a healing prayer. A healing prayer.
רפואת הנפש ורפואת הגוף. For the healing of the spirit and the healing of the body. For those we know, for those we don't know.
So many people to pray for. We're holding you in our hearts.
On my right, the angel Michael. On my left, the angel Gabriel.
My friend Sharon is on her way to see her mother. Her father just died and now her mother's in hospice. We're praying for strength.
In front of us, the angel
All the family.
Behind us, Angel Raphael.
May the angels surround us.
Above my head, above my head, above my head, above my head.
You know, sometimes the people we know who have died, maybe they were angels all along. Maybe we just thought they were people. They were really angels.
Michael, who was like God, Gabriel. God is my strength, Uriel. God is my light.
Angels.
Raphael. God is my healer. Above my head, above my head, above my head, above my head, Shekhinah. Baruch atah Adonai, Rofei HaCholim.
Amen. Amen. Please help us. Heal the sick. And to do what we can to be safe and be delivered from this terrible pandemic. And one of the ways we do this is with learning, right, Jimmy?
Yeah.
We gotta learn something new today. And these old songs, let's learn something new.
That category of old and new that we have.
Yeah, the old, yeah. All it's true. You know?
Make the words of your teachings pleasant on our lips, on our lips, on our lips, and all of those who come into our screens, so we can spend the time in learning for the pleasure of it and for its implications in our lives, the works of our hands, what we know into what we do, what we know into what we do. Ma'aseyadinu konanehu v'nehiyeh anachnu v'tze'etzainu v'tze'etza'e amcha beit Yisrael, and so we may have an impact on those in our perimeter as we work for good, do for good. Learning this way for the purity of it, for its cleansing nature. Baruch atah Adonai hamelamed Torah le'amu Yisrael. Blessed are you who teaches to your people in this fashion.
Amen. 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 Psalm 124. Again, this is one of those songs of ascent. We are going up those 15 steps, approaching the Holy of Holies, approaching the courts that bring us closer to, that holy place where we're free.
Hallelujah.
So, Shir HaMa'alot. This is a song of ascent, and of course it says by David, and that's the fun part here is David didn't know the temple, right? David wasn't on those steps because he wasn't allowed to build the temple. He lived in the Ir David, below the Temple Mount. He lived in the city of David, and only his son was able to build that.
I was discussing it with him this morning.
With David?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said he knew it was coming.
He knew it was coming. Yeah, I could believe that. Okay. Lule. I love this word, lule, right? Okay. Had it not been for God who was for us, let Israel declare this. Because, okay, so let's set this up.
Let Israel say it.
Think about all those times you've been delivered where something terrible could have happened, but it didn't. I mean, I know all the times that terrible things happen, but there are also times when, we could have been caught like the bird. We could have been swallowed up by the waters, but we weren't. So think about those times, because that's what this psalm is climbing. Lule, had it not been for the grace of God, right? We don't talk a whole lot about grace in Judaism, but this psalm is about grace, about the grace of God. Who was for us when people rose up over us and would have swallowed us alive when their wrath glowed against us? Who was for us when the waters would have washed us away, right? When it washed over our souls as if toward a riverbed. I know there's some controversy over the language there about what it means. Is it the riverbed? Is it the river? Is it the floodwaters? But the point is that what grace was there that somehow we were delivered from that? Ani, verse 5. It would have gone over our souls. Over our souls.
Over our soul. It would have consumed us.
It would have gone over our souls in the raging waters. So, Baruch Adonai, Shalom, right? Baruch Hashem, blessed is God who did not leave us as prey for their teeth, that didn't leave us to be torn apart, right? But our souls, and this isn't about the body, right? This is about the soul. Maybe that's the whole point. Our souls escaped like a bird out of the snare. The snare broke, and we were free. So, you could read this as physical deliverance, those times that we were delivered, but maybe it means that when we die, our souls are free. What do you think, Sean? Maybe our lives, like birds, have escaped from the snare of the fowler because this life isn't the only one. And there is a way to be free of this broken world. Our souls escaped like a bird out of the snare of the fowlers, right? Those who would catch those birds. The snare broke. Their snares couldn't hold us, and we were free. And then finally, I don't know, verse 8, the last word, whatever it is, whatever it's talking about, this world, the next world, our help is in shame, right? Our help is in the name of God that shapes the heavens and the earth. The name of God, shame Adonai. Remember the power in naming things. Remember the power in the name, of knowing God's name when we needed it. We didn't know God's name until we were about to die as slaves. Our souls were being stolen from us as slaves in that narrow place. And then somehow we got the name, the Yud He Vav He name was given to us through Moses, and our souls were saved from that narrow place, and we found ourselves on a path, a better path, a path to freedom. So maybe it's both. Maybe it's about this world and the next, wherever we are
swallowed us up alive
in the story.
When they came after us, then the waters, the river could have washed us away over our soul. Then over our soul, the waters, then over our soul, the waters, blessed is God, who did not leave us like a bird.
Right.
Our soul escaped like a bird. Our soul escaped. The snare broke and we were free. Song of ascents. Song of ascents.
Yeah.
Song of ascents. O David, song of ascents.
Beautiful, Jimmy. Thank you. Well, I think this psalm had...
March 4th, 2021.
Yeah.
Tehillim on the ceiling.
Something new and something old.
Bless our president, our vice president,
Mm-hmm.
and all their noble retinue.
Something for this world and something for the next. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us on this day as we go forward. Ashrei. We go forward.
Tomorrow, Psalm 125.
125, right. Another Shir HaMa'alot, another Song of Ascents. This one taking us back to Jerusalem, right? Naming the mountains. So thanks for joining us, and we hope it's a great day, a day of lift, a day of meaning, a day where we, escape the snare of those things that keep us stuck. A day of light and a day of lift. We'll see you tomorrow.